Hello, students. Welcome to my fencing tutorial. Today we'll be covering very basic fencing techniques. Now to start off, make sure you have some gloves to protect your hands and also remove any jewelry. So, the first thing we're going to do is have your sword. This is a saber-hilt sword. And now you're going to imagine that there's a line on the floor. I have one for today. So I will have my first leading foot on the line and my second foot, my heel is going to be on the line. So I have this kind of triangular motion. Now the first stance we're going to start off with is en garde, where you're kind of squatting parallel like this on the line. And the first thing we will cover is an advance, where you take your front forward foot and you're going to advance forward. Now to retreat, you'll do the same thing backwards with the back foot leading. Retreat, like that. The next thing we are going to learn is how to pass forward, pass back. So, to start, you're going to keep your feet on the starting position. The starting position will always be on the left. To pass forward, you're going to take this back leg and switch your feet. So now this left foot, if you're righty, is now on the line, right? To pass back, you're going to do the reverse of that, where this leading foot now goes back. Now, to double pass forward, you're keeping your body still in this direction, but now you're moving both. So to lead, we're starting here, double pass forward, we'll go 1, 2. And then to double pass back, reverse of that is 1, 2. Moving on, so there are two ways you can handle your sword. You can hold it in pronation, which is your hand is basically a straight forward on this plane, or supination, where your forearm is facing up. And so the difference is, if I'm in pronation, this blade is here, supination is this way, and the blade is just a different way. Moving on, next thing, a balestra. Now a balestra is kind of an advanced technique. You can do it in different ways, but I'm going to do it where you pass forward, kind of leap, bring this foot together, and lunge. So go back, you're going to go en garde, pass forward, scoop up, and then lunge. The next thing we're going to move on to is a padanando. So a padanando is, we just learned the advance, which is this. The padanando is the immediate lunge afterwards, where you take this right foot and you lunge with it. I'm putting my hand back for fanciness. This doesn't mean padanando this way, padanando that way. It's not that. It is just an advance followed by your immediate lunge. So one more time, padanando, advance, lunge. Next thing, now moving on to a point. Now, when someone is coming and swiping their sword at you, you have to avoid, whether that's from the side, the other side, from the left. So to avoid, we're going to want to come off of the line like so, and come off of the line like so. The last avoid that we are going to cover is a jump up. This is basically an action that if a partner is swiping at your feet, you're simply going to jump up. Now, you'll obviously come off the line for this one, but stay on the line to jump up and then come back down. Alright, the next section that we're going to learn is the thwarts, the slips, and the bolts. Now, to start with the thwarts, you're going to start on your imaginary line, if you have one, and for a thwart, you're going to take both feet and move off of the line 45 degrees. So you'll start with your leading foot forward. So if your leading foot is forward, you'll step right, left, like this. So thwart to the right, same thing with the left, thwart to the left. Moving on, the next thing is a slip. Now you're slipping with your back foot off of this line. So you'll slip and ankle yourself like this. This is more of a defensive sort of move. So you'll slip to the left that way, slip to the right that way. And you're basically bending your body, but your front foot is staying. So moving on to the bolts. The bolts, there are 3 different bolts you can do. A demi, a regular bolt, or a grand bolt. So a demi bolt is the smaller one, where you'll step slightly off of the line behind you like that. The next one is the regular bolt, where it's a little bit bigger, and the grand bolt is where you take that back foot all the way back. So, demi bolt, the smaller one, Regular bolts, the medium, and grand bolts take it all the way there. Next thing we're going to talk about is prep, also known as cue, reaction, action, preparation. So, what this means is if you're working with a partner, if your partner is cueing at you, like say my partner is going to swipe like this, they are making eye contact with me, where this cue, looking at me, is going to be my reaction that I move first. So if my partner's doing this, I know that I obviously look at them to jump, right? So once they cue, I react and they perform that action. This is a safe way of doing it so that whoever is swiping doesn't accidentally hit their partner in the face. So if I'm the one swiping, if my partner doesn't react, I don't end up moving. That's basically what craft is. Last thing, this section, we're gonna do a lapel, right? So if your right foot is forward, a lapel is basically a little, like threat, like you're threatening your opponent. It's just a basic little slap. It's kind of like a little tantrum, or you know, like when rabbits kind of like fork their feet to show they're angry. It's that same person. A little bit of an outfit change, but the last thing we're going to cover is the lines. There's the midline, which is directing down the center of your body. There's the center line that cuts vertically across. And the inside line is anything inside of your armpits. And this generalization, the outside line will be on the outside of the shoulder. So if someone's going to your outside line, if this is their sword, their outside line will go outside of your shoulder. If it's the inside, they will go inside of your armpit. Thank you for watching.